Hello everyone. Today we are going to study biogas generation. We know that biogas is a mixture containing 55 to 65% methane, 30 to 40% carbon dioxide, and the rest being the impurities like H2, H2S, and some N2. Can be produced from the decomposition of animal and plant waste. It is a clean but a slow burning gas and has a calorific value between 5000 to 5500 kilocalorie per kg. It may be used directly in cooking and reduces the demand for firewood. The material in there are different materials from which the biogas is produced, retains its value as a fertilizer and can be returned to the soil. Biogas has a popular on the name gobar gas mainly because cow dung has been the material for its production. The biogas production from waste uh, can be achieved by the action of anaerobic bacteria in the presence of moisture and in the absence of oxygen. The conversion process is called biodigestion or anaerobic fermentation. The biochemical process takes place in three stages: by digestion, pyrolysis, or hydrogasification. Digestion is a biological process that occurs in the absence of oxygen and in the presence of an aerobic organism at ambient pressure and temperature of 35 to 70 degree Celsius. The container in which this digestion takes place is known as the digester or a pit. The biochemical process takes place in three stages. First one is anaerobic digestion, as it consists of a slurry or sludge, a large amount of organic matter, utilizing bacteria and other organisms under the anaerobic conditions is commonly referred as anaerobic digestion or simply digestion. This digestion consists broadly of three states or three stages: enzymatic hydrolysis, then acid formation and methane formation. So with the help of these three stages, the methane gas can be generated. Enzymatic hydrolysis, uh, where the fats, starches, and proteins contained in cellulosic biomass are broken uh, into simple compounds, soluble low molecular compounds. Then in acid formation, the microorganisms of facultative and anaerobic group collectively called as acid formers hydrolyze and ferment are broken to simple compounds into acidic acids and volatile solids. Therefore, complex organic compounds are broken down to short chain simple organic acids. Means the organic complex organic compound means CH3COOH broken, and we get CH4 plus CO2. Then methane formation, uh, where these organic acids are then converted into methane and CO2 by the bacteria which are strictly anaerobes. These bacteria are called methane fermenters. For efficient digestion, these acid formers and methane fermenters must remain in a state of dynamic equilibrium. This equilibrium is a very critical factor which decides the efficiency of generation. The raw materials are mixed with water and fed into the digester. It is quietly important that proper attention is paid to the design of the digester. Otherwise, the gas production not only affected in quality and quantity but also becomes uneconomical. So, for efficient digestion, acid formers and methane fermentation must remain in state of dynamic equilibrium. Then a pH value is also in between 6.2 to 8 is the best for fermentation and normal gas production. The digester must be such that the temperature variation should not be more than 2 to 3 degrees Celsius while anaerobic fermentation is there. Then higher the temperature that is maintained, then better the quality of gas will be produced. Methane bacteria work best at temperature 35 to 38 degrees Celsius, and the fall in gas production starts at 20 degrees Celsius and stops at 10 degrees Celsius. The available raw materials are the size of biogas plant is to be decided based on availability of raw material. It is generally said that average kettle, method of adding raw material and removing digested slurry, then a period of digestion, the volume of waste to be digested daily. There are two types of digesters. KVIC design is a floating dome type, and the full form of KVIC is Khadi Village and Industries Commission. Khadi and Village Industries Commission means KVIC design. It is also called as a Gobar gas or a Gruha Lakshmi biogas plant or a floating dome type biogas plant. And second one is Chinese design type or a fixed dome type. Then digesters and their designs. A digestion tank may be of any convenient shape and provided with a cover to retain the gas. The cover may be a fixed one or floating. There are number of factors are to be taken into account to arrive at optimum size of biogas plant. They are fixed dome type and floating dome type. The factors are the volume of waste to be digested daily, then the type of amount of waste available for digestion, period of digestion, method of stirring, etc. Then efficiency of the collection of the raw waste, climatic conditions, type of cover, etc. A fixed dome type plant comprises a closed dome shaped digester with an immovable rigid gas holder. The gas is stored in the upper part of the digester. Gas pressure increases with the volume of the gas stored, means with the height difference between two slurry levels. If there is a little gas in the gas holder, the gas pressure is low. And another one is a floating drum type biogas plant, which consists of an underground digester, moving gas holder. The gas holder floats either directly on the fermentation slurry or in a water jacket of its own. And the gas collected in the gas drum rises or moves down according to the amount of gas stored. The capacity of the digestion tank may be formulated approximately as the capacity is equal to V1 plus V2 upon 2 into T, where V1 is the volume of raw waste added daily, V2 is volume of the waste after digestion, and T is period of digestion in days. Some points to be considered for the construction of biogas plant, which is a site selection. While selecting a site for a biogas plant, following parameters should be considered, such as the land should be leveled at a higher elevation than the surroundings to avoid water stagnation. Then a type of waste, amount of waste material available for digestion. The biogas plant should be nearer to the intended place of gas use, means nearer to home or farm. It should also be nearer to the cattle shed or stable for easy handling of raw materials. Then climatic conditions of the region, then type of cover. The plant site should be well ventilated. Minimum 1.5 meter distance should be kept between the plant and any wall or foundation. It should be away from any tree to prevent root interference. It should be at least 15 meters away from any well used for drinking water purpose. Then components of biogas plant. First component is a mixing tank. The feed material or raw material is collected in the mixing tank. Sufficient water is added and the material is thoroughly mixed till a homogeneous slurry is formed. Then inlet pipe. The substrate is discharged into the digester through the inlet pipe or a tank. Digester, where the digestion takes place. The slurry is fermented inside the digester with different reactions such as anaerobic digestion, enzymatic hydrolysis, acid formation and methane formation. So biogas is produced through bacterial action. Then a gas holder or a gas storage dome. The biogas gets collected in the gas holder which holds the gas until the time of consumption. Outlet pipe. Digested slurry is discharged into the outlet pipe either through the opening provided in the digester. Gas pipeline. The gas pipeline carries the gas to the point of utilization such as a stove or lamp. Then construction and working of KVIC biogas plant. Mainly it consists of slurry inlet tank, inlet pipe, dome, digester, partition wall and outlet tank. Digester is used for the fermentation and floating drum for the collection of gas. This figure shows a schematic of KVIC biogas plant or gobar gas. It consists of a inlet tank which consists of a slurry, then inlet pipe. This is a digester having a partition wall at the center of digester. This is a outlet pipe and this one is outlet tank which consists of a sludge. Then this is a gas holder having dome shape to collect the generated biogas. Digester is a sort of well of masonry work and built below the ground level. The depth of well varies from 3.5 to 6 meter and diameter 1.2 to 6 meter depending on gas generating capacity and the quantity of raw material fed each day. There is a partition wall in the center which divides the digested well vertically into two semi-cylindrical compartments. The partition wall is lower than the level of the digester rim and hence it is submerged in slurry when the digester is full. There are two slanting cement pipes which serves the purpose of inlet and outlet, and Outlet chamber near the digester at a surface level serves for mixing dung and water, means slurry. In the ratio 4:5 flows down the inlet pipe to the bottom of digester. This type of design can hold raw material for 60 days. The outlet chamber, which is also at nearly surface level for just a few centimeters below the level of inlet chamber. When more slurry is added and both compartments of the digester are full, then equivalent amount of fermented slurry flows out at the outlet and discharges into a compost pit. The anaerobic digestion takes place here in the biogas plant. As a slurry contains large amount of organic matter, this can be utilized, which utilize bacteria and other microorganisms. Under anaerobic conditions, the digestion consists of 3 steps. First one is the digestion process, begins with bacterial hydrolysis. Then second one is acid formation, where the microorganisms and acid formers hydrolyze and ferment are broken to simple compounds into acetic acids and volatile solids. Means complex organic compounds are broken down to short chain simple organic acids. And third one is methane formation. In this case, organic acids are converted into CH4, means methane, and carbon dioxide by the bacteria are called methane fermenters. They must remain in a state of dynamic equilibrium. And remaining indigestible matter or material is called sludge. The elements of carbon and nitrogen are main food of anaerobic bacteria. So carbon used for energy and nitrogen for building the cell structure. The principle of biogas plant is to produce the gases like methane and other side products like carbon dioxide, etc. by decomposing, means breaking down the complex substances into the simple basic substances. The biomass mass means the organic matter, the natural substances obtained from the plants. Then a working of biogas plant. The inlet of biogas plant is the mixing tank. In this tank, the biomass mass is mixed with water to form slurry. Slurry is a composition of water and cow dung. Then the slurry enters into the digester. And the digester is an area with the absence of oxygen, means anaerobic, and the presence of microorganisms, means bacteria. These bacteria are capable of decomposing the substances in the absence of oxygen. Thus, these microorganisms in the digester decompose the biomass and breaks down the complex substance into basic substances like methane, hydrogen, carbon dioxide, etc. These gases produced are stored in the gas tank and wherever required. These gases are taken out through the gas outlet, and the other side products other than gas produced during the decomposition of the biomass are substances like manure and fertilizers. The reaction takes place here, means this is a organic matter due to fermentation and anaerobic reaction. This CH3COOH means organic matter breakdown, and there is a formation of methane plus carbon dioxide. The microorganisms present in the digester are capable of decomposing the substance in the absence of air. The sludge comes out with the build-up of gas pressure in the dome above the partition wall and flows out to the outlet tank through AC outlet pipes. The sludge is an excellent fertilizer which can be again fed to the soil because it contains nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. At the top of the gas holder, the accumulated gas is drawn from the pipe through gas wall. The digester is a drum constructed of mild steel sheets and cylindrical in shape. As gas is generated, the holder rises and floats freely on the surface of the slurry. It also acts as a seal for the gas, as the drum is metallic, so it can be properly maintained. If not properly maintained, the drum corrodes and life of plant get reduced. Then advantages of KVSE biogas plant. First advantage is high gas yield, then no problem of gas leakage, works under constant pressure naturally. There is no problem of mixing of biogas with external air, thus no danger of explosion. It requires only locally and easily available materials for construction. It is inexpensive and easy to construct. And disadvantages are it has higher cost, heat is lost through metal gas holder, requires painting of drum to avoid corrosion at least twice a year, and require maintenance of pipes and joints. Thank you.